Hey everybody, I'm the 13th Wolfman, and you know what? I was tagged in a video by Karate Popcorn. Karate Popcorn did a video for the top, well, for, how is it? Your top 15 horror Blu Rays in the last 15 years. So it's like all modern horror, you know. So, I made a list. When I was watching her video, I was sitting there listening to what she had to say, and I made a list, and I'm like, okay, here's the list I have. And then I came down, I looked at my collection, and I was like, okay, there's going to be some amendments to this list. So just so you know, here's the list. And these are in no particular order. Drag Me to Hell, Piranha, Hills Have Eyes, Lords of Salem, Carrie, Hostel, Cabin in the Woods, You're Next, The Conjuring, Deliver Us from Evil, Devil's Rejects, Land of the Dead or Diary of the Dead. I was kind of a toss-up there for me. Evil Dead 2014, Descent, and 28 Days Later. That's the list that I made without looking at my collection. Now, here's what I came up with. Once I looked at my collection, I realized that there's going to be some stuff that's not going to be on that list that I just didn't think about right away. So, in no particular order, right? Number 15. The Lords of Salem. Now, that was on the list, yep. I love this movie. I thought Rob Zombie did a pretty good job with this. Everyone talks about the dumb ending. I liked it. I thought it had a lot of good atmosphere to it, so number 15. Number 14. Another one people seem to bitch about because they love the original so much, and I even love the original. But I thought it had a decent story, not a great story. This is kind of like, when I say this is when I said that this was in no particular order, this one definitely deserves to be, you know, closer to the bottom, you know. But special effects wise and somewhat the story, I enjoyed Evil Dead 2014. See, I can't use Evil Dead because it's got to be the top 15 in the last 15 years, and that came out in 1981. So that was also on the list. Next is another remake, Carrie. I like Chloe Grace Moretz in this movie. I thought Julianne Moore did a great job as Mama White. I just think it had something that it offered everybody, and it was good. Right out of Carrie and Evil Dead, and you wind up back at the Cabin in the Woods. This sat on the shelf for 3 years before it got released. It was made in 2009. It wasn't released until 2012. Good movie, fun movie. Now we go overseas. Some of my movies, I just think that this was a pretty good movie, and I loved it. Nice and creepy, and that's The Descent. No matter what version you watch, the UK or the US, you know, it's a good movie. So what is that? I lost track. 14. Next up is, well, I got a lot of remakes in here. I don't realize I had so many remakes. The Hills Have Eyes, the Alexander Aja version of Wes Craven's movie. It was produced by Wes and Max Craven, so that was a pretty cool reimagination, especially that they added the area was the atomic bomb testing and all that. I thought that was pretty cool. Another remake, but I love the hell out of this. I love the original just as much as I love this, but This was very cool. Also from another Alexander Aja film, you know, and that is Piranha. This is one twisted little movie, man. Enjoyed this. Now, if you guys watch my videos a lot, you know that I have this obsession, or I guess obsession is what you would call it. I have this thing of watching shark movies. I always have to watch a shark movie. No matter how good or how bad the shark movie is, when it comes out, I have to watch it. Swamp Shark, Snow Shark, you know, Shark Island, Bait, whatever you want, you know, Two-Headed Shark Attack. No, that was pretty much crap, but I still watched it because it's a shark movie. And here's another one, Shark Night. I like this. I know a lot of people hated this movie, but I really enjoyed it. I thought it was a cool movie with a cool idea. Yeah, so Sharkbite. Now, Rob Zombie film. Another Rob Zombie film, because we already got The Lords of Salem, and it's The Devil's Rejects. Devil's Rejects and Lords of Salem are pretty much the two movies I like by him. Everything else, I'm like, you know. He's proved that he can do better than his other stuff. So, Devil's Rejects. Then we got 28 Days Later. Also across the pond. Very cool movie. Not a zombie film. Just so I tell people out there, this is not a zombie film. You know. It's an infection film. I mean, for me, zombies have to die, come back from the, you know, zombies are reanimated corpses. These people aren't dead. They're living people who are infected with a virus that makes them really ultra mad. One I'm kind of surprised I wasn't in Karate Popcorn's list, and that is Trick or Treat. This was such a cool movie. Very, very cool movie. I love the stories. I really love the werewolf story, of course. You know, I'm looking forward to the sequel if it ever gets put out. You know, and I see that they make a Funko Sam. I'm gonna have to get that. Next is Sinister. Yeah. Super creepy. Pretty cool story. Looking forward to the sequel that comes out this year. So, Sinister. Attack the Block. It's a sci-fi horror type movie. And it's really enjoyable. I'd never seen this, and I bought this at a blind buy when Blockbuster was going out of business. You know, so it was like one of those movies that they had. You know, it's like a previously viewed movie or whatever. And I grabbed it, and I really enjoyed watching this. Cool movie. Down to the last two. And I know I'm going to get nailed for both of them. Because I know a lot of people don't like, you know. The first one is this. Dracula. Dario Argento's Dracula 3D. I like this movie. I think it's a very cool movie because it's got a very gothic feel to it. I love Argento films for the most part, but this one just seems really, really cool. And then the one after that is, well, Drag Me to Hell. Sam Raimi. I think Sam Raimi does a decent job making movies and telling stories no matter what. And I like the idea of the story. I mean, we also get to see the classic, it's back, you know, the Delta 88. I just, I think it's a fun movie, and I think it's very Sam Raimi. So those are my 15 top Blu-rays in the last 15 years. Now I'm going to tag a bunch of people. I think you're only supposed to do 3, but I really want to see what some of these other people have to say. I'm going to tag The Movie Phantom. I'm going to tag A-Knuckle, a.k.a. Kevin, from the Dorkening. Tony, Mr. Tony of the Dead. Tony has 9 fingers. Horror Show 3000. Casey Jones. Let's see, who else? Trying to think off the top of my head. Jay and the boys over at Bloodbath and Beyond. I want them to do something like this. Tish Teeny, if she has the time, because she's a very busy young lady. That's off the top of my head. Those are the people I want to tag. You know, N-Ready, Ghostface Kid 101, and that should be it. So with that, I'm the 13th Wolfman, and I'm on the prowl.